The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
70, Indy.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Double time. 4 down.
On second and 11 now. Jones is going to let one fly for Tate. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
From the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal, Buffalo.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Hey, check 319. 57. Check right, check right.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And now Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. The tackle made by Levi Wallace. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, check my 21.
I got you.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
It's second down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Squeeze, double.
A final shot before half for Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Slam. Protein spill.
To throw, it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's third down.
Get that quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And the Bills' first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
18 on the play.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Hey, Mike 57.
You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing. You don't want to see me.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
On the ball.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Jones operating from the gun. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Jones. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And Tate's got him. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Jones now throwing on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ed Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll air this one toward Coleman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the pickup, it's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. To the air. Allen. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? And for the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Man open left side is Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down again. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Down. 50. Plant.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass.
At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this is Latimer, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run again now with Darkwa. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, check by Eddie. Check by 21. Here we go. 25. Check 25.
And they give this time to the tailback. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. Returning is Peppers. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Buffalo, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, They'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.